This program is proudly brought to you by Sprite. It happens, stay cool. Telecom Limited and PNG Motors.
Good night, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to another exciting episode of Sportsin. I hope your weekend was just as great. There were a lot of exciting activities that took place over the weekend with cultural events, sporting activities, and also grand final events. Quite kind of stressful for me. I had to run through and from covering sporting activities, but so far so good. I am safe and sound and looking forward for another exciting weekend of Sporting Feast this weekend. All right, without further ado, here is a rundown on what we have for you on the show tonight. Joining us shortly is PNG NRLC's competition manager, Paul Joseph, who joins us from the National Football Stadium. Also coming on set is PNG Basketball Federation's content and female engagement manager, Miss Delisha Koime. Those are my guests for the show tonight. But before we get down to that, big games over the weekend for local sports. The Krema Asenko brothers have won back the CRU title. After they lost it last year to the Harlequins, they had to fight hard with a 26-14 victory, defeating Harleys in front of what was said to be a sold-out National Football Stadium crowd. This is also an history in the making for the Krema Asenko sponsored side. The brothers, they won all the round-robin games in the normal competition up until to the finals and winning with an undefeated record. Also, we had the Trukai Fun Run event held at downtown, saw a huge crowd participating. This year also marked Trukai Industries' 23 years of support towards the event, and all proceeds raised from this event will go towards supporting Team PNG participate at the upcoming Pacific Games in Solomon Islands. PNG NRLC finals saw the Anga Provincial Miok side qualifying for a grand final spot after defeating Lae Snax Tigers in a close encounter 6-4. Tigers still have a chance to prove their worth when they face Goroka Lahanis in the preliminary finals this weekend at the NFS. To international sports, congratulations to the Spain women's football team. They have defeated the England side to wrap up the Women's FIFA World Cup. Congratulations to the Spain women's football team after defeating England women's team in the FIFA Women's Grand Final. The Spain team arrived this week in the Spain capital in what was said to be a heroine welcome. And to the NRL Round 25, highlights of the match was between Newcastle Knights and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Knights have registered their 7th win in a row, defeating Rabbitohs 29 points to 10. The Newcastle side sits comfortably on the 7th spot with 2 more rounds to go before the NRL finals. The game also saw South superstar Latrell Mitchell facing a 1-match ban after being charged for an elbow to the back of Tyson Frizzell. Also coming up is the Rugby Union World Cup from September 8th to the 28th of October in France. 20 teams will compete over 4 pools to see who walks away with the ultimate prize tag. South Africa are the defending champions, and obviously they will be a team to watch going into this much anticipated event. All right, no talk plenty na gyamanim gyamiatlo here. We'll now take a look at the weekend scoreline, starting with NRL Round 25 results. On Thursday, the 17th of August, Sharks 32 defeated the North Queensland Cowboys on 12. On Friday's double-header, the Warriors 29 defeating Manly Sea Eagles on 22 points. Roosters coming back from a heavy loss. They had to register a big scoreline defeating the Parramatta Eels 34 points to 12. On Saturday's triple-header, Tigers 24 defeated the Dolphins 23 points. Panthers 40, maintaining their winning streak, defeating Titans on 14 points. The Melbourne Storms 38 over the Dragons 28. And to Sunday's doubleheader, Newcastle Knights 29, defeating the Rabbitohs on 10 points, and the Raiders 36 over Bulldogs 24 to wrap up round 25 of the NRL competition. To the Hostplus Cup round 22 results, North Devils 40 over PNG Hunters 30, Falcons 37, walking over the Tweeded Seagulls on 12 points, Cutters 38, defeating Clydesdales 18, Bears 20 over Blackhawks 12, Capers 18, defeating the Magpies on 14 points, Northern Pride 28 over Dolphins 26, the Tigers 41, and defeating the winner Manly Seagulls on 20 points. To the NRLC, PNG NRLC elimination finals, Miox 6 points, defeating Tigers on 4, Goroka Lahanis 24 over the Gurias 18. So Goroka Lahanis take on Snax Tigers this weekend, while Gurias have bowed out of the 2023 season. To the CRU Grand Final results, Under 19 Division, University 17 over Nova 12. The Under 23 Division, Nova 12 defeating Marlins on 7 points. To the A grade results, Crusaders 23 over Harlequins 10. To the Women's Division, Harlequins there 24 defeating Juggernauts on 10. And in the Premier Men's Open Division, Brothers 26 defeating the Harlequins on 14 points. And that was the weekend results, weekend scoreline. Some upsets there in the NRL, especially Knights running with their 7th win in a row. All right, we'll take a short break now. Joining us on the other side from the National Football Stadium is PNG NRLC's competition manager, Paul Joseph, who will give an update of the preliminary finals this weekend. So don't go away.
It was an interesting move. A move that a lot of people were caught off surprise. But I personally, I just wanted to challenge myself. I have a rugby league background as well, and when in the early days when the intercity, as it was known then, I used to be support the Vipers and come to watch the games. So when I got asked by the CEO for PNG Rugby League, I took the opportunity to move across and challenge myself in I guess the biggest sport for us in the country is rugby league, and I wanted to challenge myself in that environment. It's been challenging. Like I said earlier on, coming into normalcy after COVID, the challenges with airlines, we had to change the format after 3 rounds. The decision to complete the season with the format that we used at the beginning, a lot of the franchise clubs and even rugby followers didn't, the league followers within the country didn't like the format. But we managed to, as a team, the NRLC team, were able to deliver the 16 rounds, and the finals have been really good. Having the teams converge into Port Moresby at the Santos Football Stadium, it is a challenge. Some of the teams didn't get to play at the stadium until the crossover rounds, but you can see a team like Miox. They've done really well to win 15 on the trot with a draw and no loss, and they're looking good after their win against the Tigers in the major semi-final, and they now have a week off. And then we have Lahanis, making a last-ditch bid to emulate. I think a couple of years ago they had a 11 on the trot to win the grand final, and so they're looking good as well. But you can't write off a champion team like the Lae Snax Tigers. They will be a lot more different football this Sunday. For the grandstand, the tickets are going for 50 kina. We have eventually opened up the western wings. So those are the wings just outside the grandstand. Those are going for 30 kina. We've now increased the southern stands to 20 kina, same as the north stand, and our main outer stand, eastern stands, the tickets going for 25 kina. Idea of the push is for our fans to purchase those tickets. Also at our usual outlets with Ticketmasters at Rangeview, the Supermart at Erima, and also Brian Bell here at Goroka. So if the fans can get out there as much as possible, get the tickets way before match day, so we will only have entry by ticket on Sunday, so we can avoid these mad rush and get the patrons to come in a orderly manner, take their seats, and then enjoy the football that will be played on Sunday.